What free software is so good you can't believe it's available for free? OBS, Open Broadcasting Software. Free, open source, really good recording software for your computer. Smile. Surprised search. Everything is not here. Instant file search, changed the way I used computers. Two come to mind, pfSense and FreeNAS. Both are heavily used at my house. pfSense is a free open source firewall and router that is feature complete to the level of competing with almost all SMB, small and medium business, commercial firewalls. It is also extremely reliable. FreeNAS is a software network attached storage operating system. It quickly transforms any spare old computer with a few drives and a network interface to a centralized file server with support for almost everything under the sun, from Apple Time machine backups to enterprise ICC setups that allow diskless booting of machines on the local network. As a digital painter, Krita is probably the best art software you're going to get for free, as long as you add the brush packs. Some of the stuff I've managed to whip up / the amount of adapting you can do to the main window is insane. Edit. I didn't think a comment like this would get gold. Thank you so much, guys. Zotero. For those of you who do academic writing, this reference manager is 100x better and 1000x freer than EndNote. Blender. For as much shit as the software gets, it is a workhorse for those of us willing to put in the time to learn it. It does tons of stuff from modeling, to animation, to video compositing. It regularly gets updates and the tech behind it is only getting better. Could it be better? Sure, absolutely, but for something that is free it's amazing. WinDearStat is great for making pretty tiled pictures of what's on your hard drive and finding the porn folders you'd forgotten about that are taking up a ton of space. Handbrake, free, very powerful video converter. Desmos.com. It's an online graphing calculator and it's so much better than GETI84 I had to spend $120 on. It graphs all kinds of equations. For example, you don't have to isolate y, you can graph complete inverses, and constant placeholders exist too. Edit. Fixed link. It's Desmos.com, not org. Python. Should I pay $3,000 for MATLAB or import NumPy? VLC has played every video file in every format I've given it with no problems. Also, all the video game emulators. It's amazing how you can have a fully working console on your computer with almost any game from that console for free. VLC saved a film of hours. No other software could read the corrupted Final Cut proxy files, which was all that was left after a corrupt drive. But VLC was able to read most of it and export it to a full file I could use again. Pretty incredible. VLC is one of the only video player out there that try to read a video even if it detects a corruption or an error in the file. They have some quirks with some pro formats, but it's a good software. It's a statistics software, has a ton of add-ons that you can download for free and you have to learn it, but it will do anything once you do. I'm reading this thread as I procrastinate doing my data mining assignment on RStudio. I have come full circle. Edit. Thank you for rewarding my procrastination with gold, kind stranger. Edit 2. Stayed up all night doing this assignment and the due date just got changed to Thursday. FML. I hated using R because it's always just one class that makes you do a few random assignments with it, so you never truly learn it but you also can't escape it. OpenSCAD. Create 3D models with a scripting language. If you have a 3D printer and you want to print some exotic shapes, or if you're creating parts that might need a parameter tweak here and there each run, it's fantastic. DraftSite. Full CAD software available for free. Functionality and commands work almost exactly like AutoCAD. OBS Studio. Calibre. Helps me manage my ebooks easily. Recuva. It restore deleted files as long as the memory hasn't been wrote over. Some days ago, I was going through clips I recorded on my camera, and by accident erased the clip I needed. Scanned the SD card on Recuva, bam, got it back from video hell. Thanks Recuva for forgiving my carelessness. Work on HDD too. Paint.net. Like Adobe Photoshop bent MS Paint over a table and made a love child. I used to be heavy into graphic design using Photoshop, but that junk got too expensive to keep up with. Tried GIMP for years but it always felt too clumsy. Paint.net hits the sweet spot. Linux, Apache, Postgres, GCC. This thread shows it's a consumer's world. Git. I've been using it for software development for years and I still get blown away with how much value it adds to the whole process. Edit. Spelling is hard. The entire world runs on Linux and Git. The real MVPs. Notepad++ changed the way I text edit. Oh, you want this formatted as C code? WA bam. You're welcome. Notepad++, 2016. Plex for movies. Freaking ridiculous that it is free. Automatically downloads all the metadata for a movie, like thumbnail, hell even has Rotten Tomato scores on it. Has voice API so you can actually search by voice, remembers and marks episodes or movies as watched. Brings up new movies that you recently added to your library to the forefront. Wikipedia. It's actually free in all senses of the word. If you want to nitpick that it's a website and not a software, well, it's a software too. You can download the Wikimedia software, set it up with no hassle, download all of Wikipedia and set it up in your instance of Wikimedia. So now you have your very own Wikipedia, with blackjack and hookers if you want. Inkscape. Who needs Adobe Illustrator? Inkscape is powerful and its interface is wonderfully intuitive. Fusion 360. Full parametric 3D CAD with toolpath controls for CNC and a slicer for 3D printing or prototyping and load stress calculation. I could go on. VLC needs more love than WinRAR. Shout out to 7-Zip for being awesome and completely free. Seconded. It's so much better than WinRAR in any way. Doesn't override default zip opening behavior. Doesn't bug you to pay. It's completely free. Faster to load, at least for me. Wireshark. Prod is quite a cool program for people who want to analyze speech or perhaps other sounds. I've used it for phonetics and I still use it regularly. It's easy to use too. I doubt many people would care about this though. Edit. I didn't think this would actually be useful for a lot of people. I just thought it was used in the phonetic field. That's quite cool to hear. Thanks for the kind messages everyone. Doom Shareware on 3.5 floppy disk. The Windows snipping tool literally changed my life and it was there the whole time. Edit. Thanks for gold, kind stranger. Don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe to our channel. We have new videos every day. Here's a meme for you to enjoy. DaVinci Resolve. For those who are curious, it's high-end video color correcting. Now they bundle it with video and audio editing packages. There's a free version, it's the color software, and the free version does up to UHD. If you want true 4K you gotta pay. Arduino. The platform can help you DIY basically anything. The software is free and open source. I know you mean free as in price, but here are some free, as in open source, software I love that are also free of cost. Darktable. Photo workflow a la Lightroom. Very powerful and there are a solid number of plugins for it to boot. GIMP. FOSS image editor. A bit clunky at first but insanely powerful. Krita. FOSS art program a la Paint Tool Sai or Corel Draw. I've used it a fair bit for cleaning comic scans. LibreOffice. Office Suite without the license fees. LibreOffice 6 is out now with some significant bug fixes and performance improvements. MPD/Mopedy. FOSS music player daemon. It's a bit complicated at first glance, but a very capable music player when you have everything configured. I've set it up to stream to an Icecast output before for some internet radio fun. 7-Zip. You really have no excuse for not using 7Z. It's great, it's FOSS, love it. Unity. Lots of documentation and pretty much sparked indie games development to my knowledge. Allows rookies to create projects with literally no price tag. Greenshot. Print screen tool very handy. Everything associated with latex. Will never typeset math in Word again. Whenever I go to a talk and see those typical latexy slides I know most of the lecture is gonna go way over my head. Malwarebytes. Actually works. The dots make me uncertain. Nah man. They make my writing feel more natural. And totally not, like, unconfident and or depressed. Just sprinkle them into your writing at random. Readers will thank you for ruining their reading cadence. LibreOffice. Duolingo. For a free language learning app it's extremely clean, user-friendly, and engaging. It makes learning a language fun and interactive, and comparing it to expensive software and other apps like Rosetta Stone and such, it's very comparable if not even better in some aspects. Does Dwarf Fortress count? Games are software, right? GIMP. It's an image editor that is incredibly powerful, similar to Photoshop and open source. As a graphic designer who's used both GIMP and Photoshop extensively, GIMP is definitely okay and can get the average job done. But Photoshop is far more advanced and so much better at what it can do and how it does it. Edit. Wow, this blew up. Apparently people don't realize you can get perfectly capable older versions of Photoshop for free, and I was specifically addressing those who believed GIMP can do close to what Photoshop does. They look similar but beyond your basic features. GIMP is not nearly as good as Photoshop, and there were comments saying GIMP could do same as Photoshop. Deleted. Discord, hands down best way to calm with teammates while gaming. 7-zip, haven't touched WinRAR since. I would have to say Blender, you can do so much and it's completely free. Urbanview, I was introduced to it when I started as a photo lab technician. It's great for batch sizing, basic edits, color, contrast etc., batch cropping and rotating etc., and it reads most image file types I would come across, excluding RAWs. 10/10 would recommend, and I put it on every computer I own. Made my job so much faster and made me seem like a ninja to customers. Hydri, an all-in-one protocol terminal, nothing else really like it. Shazam is fucking magic, it's the most impossible future magic thing we do with our phones. That was the first app that gave me that we in the future now feeling. Firefox. Visual Studio Code, great text editor with built-in support for many languages and extensions for many more. The opening folders feature is handy for keeping projects separate. It has Git tools, but sadly doesn't like SSH keys, built in. Space Engine. Every time I show it to someone they freak out about how cool it is. I've been planning to buy a projector for a while, only for the purpose of getting stoned and projecting Space Engine on my ceiling so I can lie with my girl and look at the stars. Reaper is my go-to audio workstation. It's technically $60 per year version, but its fully functioning demo version lasts forever. Load it with some steez and plug in and you can start making music. OBS is really good for screen captures. Lightworks demo is fully serviceable if you're making YouTube videos, but after a few issues, I moved over to Shotcut for video editing. Finally, for what it does as 3D CAD/CAM software, Fusion 360 is free for hobbyists. Edit, cleared up some points. Oracle VirtualBox, if you like no condom sex with strangers, or loved ones, at the same time even, without the worry, you will love this. Steam, and the mountains of free games on it. Git. If this counts, but Autodesk products like Inventor are free for students, no matter what, instead of paying $5,569 for it. Fucking genius move by Autodesk. Solidify your position as the industry standard by allowing students all over the world to train on it for free. How has nobody said TeamViewer yet? Fantastic remote desktop utility used by most major IT people I know. There's an enterprise version of sorts that you have to pay for business use, but for anyone using it outside of a business context it's 100% free. The mobile app is incredibly intuitive, and I can access my home desktop from anywhere, which is great when I need to troubleshoot or manage my media library through Plex, but don't feel like getting off the couch. Robinhood, commission-free stock trades, outstanding interface and service. Every Linux distro ever. Flux, fun facts, this functionality is built into Windows now. Check out the display settings menu. Flux is more customizable as far as I know. More people should know about this though, saves my eyes daily. The alarm clock on cell phones. It's made it easier to wake up if you fall asleep anywhere and still be able to set an alarm. You can even do 3 alarms, 5 minutes apart to make sure you're up. 20 alarms 1 minute apart, all different sounds. Take no risks. Kodi. Minesweeper. VLC Media Player. Gmail, Google Docs, Google PowerPoint, Google Excel. Holy shit, I know I'm kinda riding Google's dick. But I remember when I was younger and first found out about all of these. It was probably 9th grade when I finally found out I didn't have to bring a dumbass flash drive to school to save things from Microsoft Word. God, I hated Microsoft Word so much compared to Google Docs. It was so damn innovative compared to Microsoft's version. The whole it automatically saved with your account. The whole being able to share instantly with other people. Before, I had to save shit on flash drives, pay for Microsoft Word, and then print out BS papers out. Now I can automatically save things from Google Docs, and turn things in online. The scariest/coolest thing I did was the Google Sheets app, is used it to fill in the blanks. Okay fine, I get it, they're testing their new AI. How good can it be? So I decide to put in a test of the names of star systems, G-class, near Earth with the same metalicity of Sol. It filled in the blanks 2A, 2B, and 3A. 1. Alpha Centauri A, 2, Ceti, 2A, Sigma Draconis, 2B, Eta Cassiopeia, 3, 82 Eridani, 3A, Bootis A, 4, Delta Pavonis, 5, Beta Hydri. I went from being amazed to kinda creeped out in about 20 seconds, was able to do it again a few times with some similarly obscure stuff. A few days later I went to show one of my coworkers and damned if I was not then, nor have I been able to since, get that to work in a similar way, so I'm convinced that they kind of held back their cloud AI bot but that occasionally they let it peek out.